Hey, welcome to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy. It's a show where we talk to entertainers, live performers, entertainment professionals, all kinds of people in the performance industry that have been affected by COVID. We tell you where they're telling their jokes now, where they're singing, what they're doing, all that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the talent and the acts here. It's really important to us and it really helps everybody. We're on the show. We're on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock. YouTube Live. Sometimes we have shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can catch us anytime on any of those. Do me a favor before we get going, before we go any further. If you can, like the video right away. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. It really goes a long way. It helps us. It helps me. It would be a great way to support the show if you enjoy the show. If you want to support the show further, I don't really have any sponsors. The show is sponsored by the talent, by you guys, the viewers, the guests, and everybody. If you want to step up and do something and help out, feel free. Bam! Look at that. Oh, right on my head. Go to any one of these options. I got all kinds of options. I try to make it nice and simple. If you want to support financially, go to lennyschmidt.com/if you can. That way you can. There's all kinds of ways to donate money there or support. You can go anywhere from $1 to $10,000. It's all right there. I capped it at 10 grand because I don't want to be greedy. Times are tough. It's COVID. So anywhere between $1 and $10,000 and any one of those options. lennyschmidt.com/if you can. You can go to Venmo at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. Or if you want, if you enjoy the content that much and you enjoy all my other online content, my stand-up shows, my variety shows and stuff like that, feel free to follow me and join the Patreon page. If you join the Patreon page, it's a monthly fee, also for as little as $1 or as much as $10,000. I try to keep it pretty specific. For as little as $1 to $10,000 a month, you can get all kinds of content. Not only will you see this show and the other online content, which is free and everybody sees, but you get all kinds of bonuses. You get all my albums on download. You get all the backup content we've ever shot on this show. That's close to 100 episodes. You get access to all that stuff. You get all the backup stand-up shows. You get all the online content. You can jump online and you can see that stuff and you can check it out. If you join the Patreon page, feel free to do that. And if you're a big supporter or if you enjoy, my comedy and my content online, this weekend, August 29th, will be the first of hopefully many new variety, improv, stand-up, interactive comedy shows that will stream also on live at 6 o'clock called Reconnecting Comedy. It stars me and a number of other professionals that have been on these shows before. Stephen Briggs, Lang Parker, John McClellan, lots of different videos. Keith Runyon, one of our own supporters and followers of my Patreon page, that's going to do a sketch for us. I think I mentioned Lang Parker, Aunt Millie, all kinds of sketches and characters. It's also Cody Dove. There's going to be improv where you guys can get involved. You can make comments. We'll respond online. We'll respond live. There'll be some taped content. I'm really excited about it. It's a brand new show, brand new format. It's this weekend's the first one, August 29th, 6 p.m. You can see that for free. Also, all of it's at Lenny Schmidt Comedy on YouTube. If you go there, subscribe to the page, like the videos, but that's where you will see all the live content. So there you go. And this week, we have a big week. This week, we have 4 live streaming quarantine comedy shows. We have the Reconnecting Comedy. Let's bring out our first guest. What do you say? Let's do that. This is taped. I think you know that by now. This is the taped opening, so I don't screw it up. I do this 75 times, and then I eventually get it right. So now we go live, and things get messy. Things get messy right here. So just buckle up, hold on, and enjoy the show. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the show. Hey, minor, no problem so far. I even turned the sound on. Look, I figured out the sound. Ha ha ha! I'm ahead of you guys. All you guys watching the show, I was waiting. I was going to look over there. I knew it. I turned the sound off on purpose. I always turn the sound off before we start, so that way I can, yell at my daughters. That's what happened. That's what I do. I yell at the daughters for all. Marcus, I see you, man. I lost you for a second, but I see you. I don't want you to freak out because I said a minute ago. I sent him a text like, "Where? I know you can't. You're not out there yet. You'll be here in a second. Be patient. There's a method to my chaos." I'm looking forward to your guest. Marcus Anthony will be out here. He's a good friend of mine who, one of the many friends I don't get to see anymore because we're all locked in our houses and we can't go out on the ships anymore. But he is a good friend of mine from the cruise ships. If many of you are Carnival cruisers, you've been on Carnival Cruise Lines many times. Many of you, I am sure, have seen Marcus Anthony several times. Fantastic performer, singer, entertainer, showman. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but let's get to first. Let's talk about this tomorrow night. The big show tomorrow night. Reconnecting Comedy at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you guys so much that have been supporting the show. Please come on out tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. Put a lot of work into it. Been editing the videos. The show stars myself, John McClellan, Lang Parker, Cody Dove, and I think that's it. Also, our good friends from the Patreon page, Keith Runyon will be there. Also, if you're a Patreon follower of me, I just want you to know I'm going to put the first video that Keith and I shot up on the Patreon page, so you guys will see that within the hour, right after the show. Actually, I didn't have time to upload it before we started the show here. So you guys will get to see the raw footage of Keith and I and Keith's premiere, his big premiere of being on the internet television, whatever the hell you want to call this thing that we're doing now. So he's going to be, he did a great job. I'm really happy. Congratulations, Keith. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the work. The sketches, they cut them down into 2. They're pretty good all together. They're about 7 minutes long. He did really good work. Let's see. News. First, let's say there's a lot of people are chiming in and posting on the boards. I just want to try to acknowledge you guys as soon as possible. First of all, Alex, happy birthday. It's a big birthday weekend at the Aguilar restaurants. Alex, give it up for Alex. Man, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I always screw up everybody's name. Oh, Robin Greenberg. I have to say hello to Robin Greenberg because she gets mad if I don't say hello to her. Happy birthday, Alex. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your party. Enjoy your barbecue tonight. Or tomorrow. Tomorrow's the barbecue. The rest of you guys are great so much. Rachel, will Reconnecting Comedy be uploaded and available on YouTube after it airs? Yes, it will. Absolutely. So the show will be, it will, just like all my stuff. Everything is live at 6, and then it stays up on YouTube till the world ends, which I'm guessing is mid-November. That's my, I have the over-under. I have under November 4th. That's when I think the world ends. It's not really mid. That's early November. That's very enlightening. And I have news things to talk about, too. But I'll get to those really quick. Everybody else, you guys are great. Alex, Robin, Tammy, the Mulligans are here. Mulligans, I hope you guys are safe. I got a message from you. Update, they're living in Northern California right now. It's good to hear that I guess your family's back in the house. I think they're fine. All that's good. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, sound's working. Everyone's very amazed. Okay, I guess we're good. There was only a couple of news things I wanted to mention. If you live in California, California approved the $300 a week extra unemployment. So if you're on unemployment and you were getting the $600 bump that stopped on July 31st, you will get a $300 one, and they will make that retro and back pay you all of August. So that's good news if you're on unemployment. So that's very good news. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, just this one thing. This is bad news. A gentleman in Nevada got tested positive for coronavirus for the second time. He was reinfected. So that's the first case in the United States of somebody getting COVID the second time around. That makes 4 people total in the last week, 1 in Hong Kong, 2 in Europe. So enjoy your weekend. Bring up bad news. I feel old to keep popping my glasses on like this. Besides that, I think that's pretty good exit for this. I have a question. I don't know if this is smart or stupid. I want to do this before I bring on our guest. Kamala Harris announced today that if they're elected and they go in office, they will make a mandate, a mandate. That means everyone has to wear a mask in the country, period. End of story. No maybes, no could be's, no should have's, no might, no restaurant, nothing. You're always wearing a mask, period. Always. And then about a week ago, Joe Biden said that if the scientists suggested it, he would shut the whole country down. Again, he would do that. Now, I am not saying well, I'll be honest with you. I don't agree with shutting the country down again, the mask thing is probably a good idea. We probably should have done that from the beginning. If we just wore a mask for like 2 months, who knows where we'd be right now? You know what I mean? If we started out the right way. My point is, maybe they shouldn't say this going into the election. You know, maybe you should maybe you should just keep that on the side, a little something you bring out after the numbers come in. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that are really animate about this mask thing. You know, and I know I have several friends that are willing to throw the country into the trash bin or the dumpster fire just because they're being told to wear a mask. So maybe we shouldn't tell those people they're going to have to wear a mask yet. Once you win the election first, and then go, oh, hey, by the way, put on a mask. That's just me. That's just what I would do. Yeah, if I ran for office, I would not tell the truth. I would lie. I would mislead people as much as possible. I think that's a smart thing to do. All right, folks, let's get to it. Before I bring them out, I have some stuff here on the internet. Let me see if I can do this without screwing it up. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, we're going to try it. Folks, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That's not. Let's do this again. Oh, folks, I got a couple. Let's find it. We're so closer. We're closer. There we go. Folks, your guest, I've seen it before many times, and I don't have a lot of footage on it, but I do have a little clip that I'm going to play. I don't know if he knows I'm going to play this, but I'm doing it. I don't care. Folks, take a look. This is my good friend, the very talented, the very wonderful Marcus Anthony. Here we go, folks. This is Marcus Anthony.
No other man, no other girl can enter into my world. I just want you to move, baby. Come on, make me feel good inside. Come on, move me, baby. I need you to move, baby. Oh, come on.
Yeah, that was him right there. That's the one and only. Let's bring him out here live right now. The one, the only, my good friend, Marcus Anthony. Here he is. Yeah. How are you? I threw a little clip of you out there.
I saw that. I've never seen that clip before. I don't know who recorded it, but you found it.
Yeah, it was due. Yeah, I found everything, man. I got a crack team of researchers, and by that I mean me. I have nothing going on. I have nothing to do but search you all day long. I learned there's a wrestler that's Marcus Anthony. Have you seen him?
Yes. Yeah, but I look better.
You look much better. You look much better. Yeah, thank you for taking that in a direction I was not going to go, but we're going to go with that. I like it. That's fantastic. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Just been keeping things rolling. See, I was going to sing a song tonight. Now I don't have to. It's like, okay.
You can. I'm open to anything, man. You go right ahead. This show is your show.
But things have been going pretty well. A couple weeks ago, they got kind of crazy in my household, but kind of like really, but it kind of calmed down, and we got things in order, and everything's going fine. Not with me. Not with me.
You weren't the problem?
Pardon me?
You weren't the problem?
I wasn't the problem. Well, I didn't think I was anyway. I might have caused them.
That's a good answer. I didn't think I was. I don't know what that means exactly.
But yeah, so other than that, everything has been going pretty well. I've been finding ways of keeping myself busy during this coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I'm staying alive, and I'm hoping everybody in your listening audience is quite well and hanging in there during these trying times, and they are some trying times. And
yeah.
But we keep it moving and we keep it grooving. That's what I like to say.
Right on. Good, man. Good at it. Good. You look fantastic. You stayed in shape. What are you doing? Are you working out at the house?
I do work out. I don't work out a lot. For Christmas, I got the mirror. The mirror that you exercise in front of, and and you stand there and look in the mirror and you exercise with the person. It's over like the internet or something.
Oh, right on. Okay, cool.
Actually pretty cool. So they have all kinds of different routines, and you just stand there and look at yourself and you say, okay, I've had enough. And usually I'll work out.
Shit. Hold on.
Here,
sorry. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if you know this about me. I have a lot of technical mistakes, and that was one of them right there. I apologize. So that was me screwing up. Thanks. Apologies.
That's
Hands free.
I'm glad it's you this time instead of me. You know, I'm usually doing the interviews and not the being interviewed. So this is great to see that somebody else gets to do make the mistakes that I make.
Yeah, you have no idea.
But yeah, the just been keeping busy around the house and started a new business to bring some money in because I'm not performing anymore right now.
Yeah.
So
no, I
have
hear
a gig lined up in Africa.
you do what?
And,
what? You have one lined up in Africa?
I have a gig in Africa lined up. It's over the over the internet. So,
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I just have to figure out the time zone. Make sure that
Yeah, don't mess that up. That would be horrible.
we're on the same page.
You show up like 7 hours late. Like, hey, where's everybody?
I hope your crowd's not teetotallers.
Oh no, are you? Please, these people. No, not my friends. No.
Okay,
No.
because I have, you know, in the morning when I do my show, I have coffee and conversation, but
Right.
it's time for something a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I did your show. I remember that. Yeah, that was coffee, and it was early for me because you're East Coast. You're Miami, correct?
I think, yeah, Miami. You're in California?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you got up early and got up and did the show. We had a great time. We loved you on there. The guests loved you.
That was a lot of
Great.
fun. Yeah, that was a blast.
But we've taken a hiatus from the show, and I'm going to come back to it in September.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on your Facebook.
Yeah, I needed to take a little break and deal with some things and get ready to rock and roll fresh and again. So we're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a different format, and instead of a bunch of guests, it's going to be maybe one or two guests on that particular day, and yeah, keep it moving.
That's cool. I always do. I've only had 2 guests on one time, and usually I just do 1 guest. And I find, at least that for me, that's been working because I was like, man, what are we going to do? But more times than not, I look at them like, oh man, we got to go. You know what I mean? It's like you can get lost. An hour goes by pretty quick, especially with someone you know when you're kind of catching up. You know what I mean? Yeah, it goes right by.
Exactly. And so I've been keeping myself busy. I'm creating caps. I have an embroidery business now, and I'm embroidering caps.
Yeah.
And my show is always built around love and around people. And so my cap simply says, let's breathe together.
Oh, right on. All right.
Let's breathe together. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's perfect. Nice job. Yeah, it looks great. It's beautiful. Nice work, man. That's
Thank
great.
you very much. I designed it myself.
Yeah.
It's my thing. I designed the cap or the logo, and it's let's breathe together. Let's get together. I mean, if you're singing about love and you're living love, you might as well try and share love with everyone. Yeah. So I'm sharing this love for only $26 a cap.
26. I've paid a lot more for love than that in the past. I just want you to know that right now.
So you could go to my webpage, Marcus Anthony Motown, and you can purchase the cap there. And I'm going to be doing MSN, the MAN network, Marcus Anthony Network. Is going to be like HSN. I'm going to be on Sunday evening, and I'm going to be selling these caps and T-shirts. I also have T-shirts. I do T-shirts. I do everything. But with this particular slogan, I'm selling on Sunday evening, and I'm calling it Marcus Anthony Network.
I love that. That's genius. Man, in a day of acronyms, man is perfect.
If I can remember it. Yeah, okay.
I think you'll be all right. Hey, on the T-shirts, are the T-shirts embroidered too?
Yes, the T-shirts are embroidered as well.
Okay.
I don't have one available to show you right now, but it's the exact same thing. Now, this is the cap in pink.
Oh, that's sharp.
It's exactly the same thing, but on a T-shirt.
Right. Yeah.
And without the 2 holes at the top.
Yeah. You don't have no nipple holes on your shirts?
No nipples at the top. No nipples.
Well,
So
they look beautiful, man. I saw on your Facebook too. There was a clip of you working in your shop putting them together, right? You did a
yeah,
video or something a few days ago.
yeah, I posted a little video, and it's pretty cool. I love this. This is the machine right here,
Yeah.
reformer machine, and it's an embroidery machine. And then I bought a brother sewing machine because I was going to create doggy clothes as well
Oh, wait. Are you going to do that?
later.
Okay. Okay.
I took so. Why do you have a little one?
No, but I have a daughter who has a kind of a pseudo dog. Her aunt has the dog, but Pinky. We talk about Pinky all the time on the show. Actually,
Right.
she's in the credits at the end. My daughter mentions her every day. But yeah, it's a mix of a Chihuahua and a wiener dog. It's a little bitty.
Or she needs an outfit. She needs a
Yep.
sweater, a shirt, or something.
Absolutely,
Because
yeah.
like I have a Yorkie poo, and
Okay.
my dog loves to wear clothes. So I said, okay, I'm going to do that as well. But I took sewing in school, just to as a credit, like a home ec type of class.
Yeah, right.
They
Right.
don't anymore, and
Yeah.
so I had
Yeah.
sewing.
Just
I also took typing in school. I can't type either, but I took sewing so that I could, just in case I had to mend something. And I thought back, oh, this is cool. I'm going to sew. I can do that. I'm not doing anything else. Then I started working on this thing.
dude, that's
And
smart.
it's a great machine, but I'm going to have to take another sewing class. But the embroidery I have down pat.
Okay. Well, smart. Good for you, man, to have, because one of the things we talk about on the show too is I do Uber Eats right now. I do Uber Eats at night, and then I do whatever internet content. I put a lot of content out, and I try to generate some sort of income through whatever content. But I spend a lot of time talking to entertainers about what they've done. I mean, we like most of us like this is all comedy is all I've been good at. You know what I mean? For 30 years that's been my job. You're 20 years in easy, right? Isn't that correct?
Yeah, exactly. Even longer than that. And
Yeah.
I
You look so young. You look good. You look,
Thank you very much. But you're right. This is something I've been doing all my life. Is well, not all my life. I've been in business too, and I said, well, now what am I going to do?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? And I didn't want to sit and feel sorry for myself, so I got up and started doing something for myself. And so just like you,
Yeah.
some people can, get up and say, okay, let me brush I know that I'm a star, but let me brush that shit off because it's not paying the bills.
Yeah. Daddy's got to eat. Daddy's more importantly, the kids got to eat. You know what I mean? It's, I try to teach my kids, two things: keep moving forward somehow, just keep moving forward, and keep money coming in. You know what I mean?
That's it.
You got to I don't care what it is. I go, Uber Eats, obviously, whatever it is doesn't pay anywhere near what I was doing before. But the option is to sit around. I feel, God, I got to be honest with you, man, it kind of breaks my heart. I have a lot of people on the show. This is the 90th, almost the 90th episode of this show that I've done now. I've done a lot.
Yeah, I saw my number come up. I thought I was going to prison. I saw the number. I thought the number.
Yeah, that's your code. That's your code now. From now on, I only call you that number. Yeah, LSQC89. Hey, LSQC89, how are you? But I have a lot of people on the show.
I felt like standing there like this.
You should have done that. That would have been the best. No one's ever thought of that. Damn it. Why doesn't a comic think of that? Nice work, Marcus. Well played. That's very funny, man. I would have laughed my ass off. Like, what do they call that? It's a mugshot, right? The mugshot.
Mugshot.
That's genius. Man, that's funny. Damn it, that's really good. I have a lot of people on the show, and I got to say, most of the people I've talked to are doing what you're doing and just reinventing somehow. Just trying to figure something out. You gotta do something. But there's a small percentage who aren't. And I'm like, how you doing? I'm like, well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the shifts to sail again. And until then, and it breaks my heart. I'm like, I feel so bad. You can't go do something. You know, you can't.
Right.
That's kind of a thing, man. You gotta, especially times like now. This is trying in my lifetime. This is the most trying time I can remember ever. Like really ever. I mean, there was an emotionally significant moment, 9/11, which was very. It was hard on the country, but this is trying on the entire world and New World Order type shit. You know what I mean? It's like right. So I always think about. I try to think about people in Europe during World War II or during the war. I mean, can you only imagine how their lives got turned upside down? And you can't just go, well, I don't want this to happen. You got to adapt. Right. You got to find a way to move forward.
You have to find a way to move forward. And if you don't, you get lost in the mix.
Yeah.
And the mix isn't good.
No, no, mix is bad. Right.
The mix is bad. So yeah, we have to keep it moving. We have to put a little fire under our ass and say, okay, times have changed. It's time to get up and do something. I remember one time I was having a rough time. I was much younger, and I called home to my family, and my grandfather, because it was right after 9/11, and my grandfather would always, it seems like he knew why I was calling, but I was starting to run out of money, and it was a long span, but I was starting to run out of money. So I said, oh, I called my grandparents up, and my grandfather would come on the phone and he'd say, towards the end of the conversation, keep looking up. Well, of course, I couldn't, okay, well, can you loan me some money? I didn't do it. It's like, okay, he made it known that I need to just keep looking up. Yeah. But don't even ask.
Yeah.
But
don't look down like in the mailbox for a check or anything like that. Look up.
Exactly. And my grandmother chimed in one time and she says, but look down every now and then so you don't trip. So, yeah, I said, oh, okay, I like that. But yeah, you have to, but then I realized, okay, I have to do something. I can't sit here and just wait for the phone. I'm Marcus Anthony. So what? Who cares? Yeah. Something more important has happened. Yeah. And we have to deal with it, and I have to deal with it. And so that's what I tell people. If you feel downtrodden, if you feel, look at maybe someone else or someone else's situation or what happened just in the South, in Texas, just recently. And you'll realize that there are people that have it much worse.
Yeah.
And if you don't want your situation that way, you have to get up and change it.
Well, we do, and also in a lot of ways, I'm grateful too in a lot of ways because I have a lot of friends they're in worse shape. I mean, it could be. I mean, I got my health. I have my daughters with me. I found a way to make money and eat. So in a lot of ways, I'm like, I'm grateful. We have some people that watch this show regularly. They live up in Northern California, and they're in the evacuation zones, and they're going through that now.
Yeah, with the fires and everything. Yeah,
it's horrible, and that's you can't control any of that.
Well, the one thing the good thing about what you're doing with Uber Eats and Postmates is that if the person doesn't answer the door in a certain amount of time, you get to keep the food and you have something to eat.
You would think that's a pretty good move. Yeah, I had a box of chicken wings the other day. I'm like, this would be great if this guy's not here. It was like 2 a.m. Because sometimes I leave them and like, if I don't get it, I'll text them and go, I left it outside, like outside of your building. Right. But then I'm like, I know someone's going to take it, like.
Yeah, or a cat or a dog or something, a possum.
And it's LA, so there's homeless all over the place, so they're going to run up and steal it. But then I'm like, well, then they're eating. You know what I mean? That's somebody's getting food.
Somebody's getting exactly.
Yeah, someone's going to get it for sure. What? Tell me the slogan again on the hats. The slogan. The words.
The slogan is "Let's breathe together."
Okay.
Let's breathe together. Yes. I was going to use the whole thing as a backdrop, but let's breathe together.
I like that.
And they're only $26. It's an excellent product. And your guests can go to my website, marcusanthonymotown.com, and they can purchase it there, or they can simply take a picture of this right now.
Oh, yeah. Hit it, man. I just got one of those. Wait, hold on. Let me move your hold on a second. Let me move the hang on. I'm almost there. I'm gonna move your title. Bam. There we go. That's a clean shot. There you go.
There
Everybody.
you go.
Yeah, nice and clean. That's there.
And then
That's there now.
That way, did you get it?
God, of course. Yeah.
Okay. That way they can, if they take a picture of it, it'll take them right to my, and tap the picture. It'll take them right to my website, and you'll see the caps instantly.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine, a guy that watches the show, Larry Warden, who's a big supporter of the show, made one of those for me and sent it to me. So it's at the end of all my videos. I have one of those. That thing's the greatest. That little cube
I know
scan.
it's great, isn't it? And I love it because I was able to design it myself, and you see I put my little picture in there.
Yeah, that's what he did for me. Like, I can't do any of that stuff. Nice work, man. Very nice job. See, I had to have someone else do it for me. I didn't even ask for it. He just sent it to me one day. He's like, check this out. I'm like, what's that?
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's great. And then you scan it, and it takes you to all my albums and stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow, check that. That's really cool. Yeah.
And it's the best. And so even when I go and do shows at places or I go on the ship, I always make sure to take some of these cards just in case that people want to purchase whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. That's really smart, especially I don't know, everything's going to change. Let me ask you that. Are you going to go back out with the ship sail again? Are you going to go back out?
Yeah, I'll go back out. Okay. I love what I do.
Right.
I love what I do on the main stage. I do. I just have a lot of fun with people. I'll have to change the format to that as well because I usually come through the when I'm introduced, I walk through the audience and I sing a song and I shake hands with the guests.
Yeah.
In the first 4 rows, and so I won't be able to do that.
I know.
Maybe a knuckle bump, but I'll have to do it with a mask.
Some elbow taps walking through.
Elbow taps and the knees and stuff.
Yeah.
But, no. I think I'll just have to figure out a new way and make it work.
It's going to be. There's another clip I have of you too in the main room, and I wanted to ask you this because there's a guy. I'm going to show the clip. I don't care. I don't know if I'm going to show it. I don't know where, but I don't know if you saw this one, but I'm going to play it. This is the one
you got to do with me doing with the girl dancing.
I got this. That's what I got. Yes, I got that. That's what I got.
You got to do that.
All right, I'm gonna do that. All right, let me do that. We'll feed this now. We'll do it correctly. Here's this is Marcus in the big room, in the showroom, on one of the cruise ships. But this is my friend. This is Marcus on the main stage, on the big stage. Here we go, man. Here's a little taste of Marcus and his assistants. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that is fantastic.
I still love that lady at the end. I still love her. Yeah. I don't know who she is. I don't know who posted this video, but I love that lady. She had so much energy. And at the end of the show, at the end of the song, if you listen to the very end before they walk off this, well, after they walk off the stage, I say, she about killed me. Because she did.
Yeah, right. Because she did. That was what I want to ask you about. Everything's going to change so much when we get back out there on ships. As a comic or solo performer, I only stand up there by myself. Every once in a while I might do improv, bring somebody on stage. But a scenario like that where you got 5 people on stage dancing, are you going to be able to figure out a way to do that moving forward, or have you thought about it?
I'll be able to figure out a way to do it. would have to be a couple that's together. I might have one a couple or two couples.
Okay,
and
smart.
if not, won't have any couples. I'll just say, well, just do it yourself.
Yeah.
But the show will go on with or without them on stage. It's that was just a real treat to be able to live that experience with the guests coming on the stage and me dancing with them. It was a real treat. And I would bring even a lady up on, and I would dance a love song with her. And the people that I've made friends with over the years, how you touched my life, and you sang to me, and even though I might have had 2,000 or 3,000 people in the room, it's like that's how I like to touch people.
Right.
And
no, that's beautiful to make that type of impression on an individual in a show. I mean, I've had a handful of times where someone's come up and said something beautiful like that. It warms your heart, doesn't it? Isn't that a great feeling?
Yeah,
So, they tell you, or someone says, I was in a bad mood. I was having I needed the show so bad. So things like that are great. It's a huge reward.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of times I've had more times than not women that I would slow dance with during the show. And I'm singing the Sam Cooke song, You Send to Me.
Oh, right.
And I'm singing this song, and the woman whispers in my ear, and she's crying. She says, my husband just died, or, that was our favorite song, or, and it's like, and I want to just stop singing and just give her a big, I can't, the show has to go on. But we become friends later, on Facebook.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I can't marry everybody.
You can't. There's only so much of Marcus that can go around. Well, I love getting back to the slogan and the logo. Are you have you thought about, or have you ever used that logo or slogan as your backdrop when you're on stage? You know what I mean?
Not yet. Okay. I just made it up based
during
on
this thing.
Yeah, during this coronavirus, and because of all the other activities going on, George Floyd, and I can't breathe, and it's just, we have to breathe together.
Right.
We have to try and come together, and I'm not going to go deep into that right now, but that's basically where that came from. It's like, if you can't breathe, I can't breathe. Lenny, you can't breathe. We can't breathe. So let's get it together and let's breathe together, and that's where this came from.
Well, that's why I was going to say it's a beautiful slogan or a beautiful phrase, and it's perfect for the time. It's perfect for right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's very significant for everything that all of us are going through every day.
Exactly.
And
we're definitely going through it every day. The coronavirus, everything else that's going on, the fires, the earthquakes, the hurricanes, and everything else that's going on around the country.
Yeah.
We have got to get it together.
Yeah, no, we do. No, it's
I think we have got to get it together. We, as a people, have got to get it together.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. Just it's sad to say, but every time I get to a point where I'm like, oh, okay, well, now it'll get better. Now things will change, and then so every week something else happens. And you're like, what you know what I mean?
And it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. But it's like the song said, we have got to get ourselves together. And that's the absolute truth. And if we don't, I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, I don't know. As a dad with 2 daughters, I constantly worry about it all the time, because it's hard to look at a teenager and explain all this stuff, what's going on. And that's just to my daughters. I look at it it's always tough for me to talk to them. They're women, they're girls, so they're growing up to be women. So I needed them to be aware of things that women need to be aware of. There are things out there I'm not aware of that are happening to, you know what I mean, that women need to be aware of.
Right.
And I have friends who have the same conversations who are my buddy Ted. He's black, and and now he has a conversation with his black son. And there's
Right.
conversations you have to have with the son. That these are conversations we shouldn't be having, but you have to have them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You don't feel like you should have to, and
Right.
you shouldn't.
Right.
And unfortunately, you do, and it's essential. It's
Right.
essential. I'm going to look at your show as like I'm looking at my show, and so I don't want to get too deep into the thing, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it. It's like you see this the kid that did the shooting in I think it was Wisconsin,
Kenosha, yeah.
Kenosha, and he was able to walk right by the police.
Right.
Had it been me,
Yeah. No.
I'd have shot him as soon as they saw that weapon. So.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do anything. If you just walked down the street with a gun in your hand, you're going to go down. Right.
You're going to go. So this is what, and people don't understand that. They don't get it. And I don't think they get it because they don't, I'm not going to say that it's because they don't want to get it. They don't want to understand it. Maybe they're removed from all of that. I'm removed from it in a certain way, but I also live through it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. No.
So it's something that we all have to look at together and have the conversation and make this country the great place that it's supposed to be.
Right. Right. I do. I wear.
For me, and it's great for our guests right now.
Yeah.
In certain ways.
Yeah. Well, I had this hat, it's a flag, and then I know the hat that says USA, and I recently ordered them. And my daughters are teenagers, and they're very angry. You know what I mean? They're very angry about what's going on. So right. when I got the hat, they got mad. They're like, "Why would you? How could you wear a hat that says America?" And how could you support this country? I go, I do support this country. I love this country. I go, it breaks my heart that things are happening right now. I've seen this country great. I've seen it phenomenal, and it can be. It can be. And I think if more people try to make an effort to make it better, and listen, the problem is nobody listens anymore. You know, when you talk about people not being aware of certain things, I had a conversation on Facebook, and one of the things I never try to do is I'm aware of white privilege and what it is. So when someone says, "Well, what do you think if you were black, what would you do?" I go, I can't answer that question. I'm going to stop you right there. I can't. Right. I've had multiple situations in my life where I've been touring with another comic or someone who is black. And you know a good example? Percy Cruz is a great example of a guy where one day he said to me, "You don't notice it, do you?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he gave me a list of like 8 things. He just kind of rifled them off. This is what's going to happen. We're going to go out, and this is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? Little things like no eye contact at dinner, just the simplest thing. You know what I mean? And when we went out to eat, they all happened. It all happened immediately. And then I noticed them because he brought them to my attention.
Right.
But I don't notice them if I'm just, you know what I mean? That's what I think white privilege is. You just don't notice it because it doesn't happen to you. You don't see it.
You don't see it. Yeah.
Right.
If you're not paying attention to it, then yeah, I mean, if it's pointed out to you, like Percy pointed out to you, then you start to recognize it. You start to see it. Yeah. But if it's not pointed out to you, then chances are you won't see it. And that's part of the thing that needs to be discussed and make people see things now on television because of all the cameras.
Yes, yeah, they're everywhere.
So people see it, you know, and they see what's happening. They see the guy running down the street with AK-47 and his hands up, running by the police saying thank you. Mm-hmm. You know, they see George Floyd with a knee. And I don't, again, want to be deep, but when they see this, they respond because the people that are marching is everybody together.
Right.
The people that are marching peacefully is everybody together.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, the people that are wreaking havoc, unfortunately, is kind of a mix of everybody too.
Yeah.
I had to get on a friend of mine, a childhood friend, and after George Floyd was killed, they had the riots and everything, and he posted something, and he only put pictures of Black people doing
like rioting and stuff, or looting, or whatever. Right.
looting and everything.
Right.
And I sent him a message, and I said, "Are you kidding?" I said, "This is really?" And so I sent him pictures of everybody doing the same thing,
right,
including white people.
Sure.
And it's like, you need to. He says, "Well, I don't know what you're trying to insinuate." I said, "I'm not trying to insinuate anything." I said, "You're telling me what you see because of where you are."
Wow. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you what I see because I see everything. I've been outside this country 1,000,000 times,
right,
at least 1,000 times.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
and I've been able to be on the outside looking in. And if people only see what propaganda is shown on television, instead of being able to travel, your people that are watching this show that travel,
Sure.
they understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so if you can travel and you can see how meek and humble people live, and you can see how people suffer in some of these other countries, and you can see how loving and friendly they are. Okay.
Yeah.
You look back and you listen to the news from these other countries about the United States, okay, and you know where you come from, then you come back home and you say, okay, let me look at this from a different perspective.
Right.
Let me look at it from a world view. Let me look at it from this person that had to pick up meat off the sidewalk that might have been on a piece of plastic or something, and take it home for his family to prepare, and realize how good we all have it here.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
You know, and I'm not talking about just because we have money or just because we have a job. Even the people that, trust me, even I may not be correct in saying this, but I believe I am. Even the people that are on the streets have it better.
In a lot of ways, they do. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you start to look at the world differently when you start to work, travel in and out of different countries, and even working on the ships with some of the crew members, talking with crew members and where they came from. You know,
right.
I think one of the biggest things that happens in this country, and I think we're dealing with a lot of it. I think a lot of it's blown up right now, is that people don't know how good we have it. So, and even before this year, where things have gotten so horribly bad, before COVID, but I look at some of the younger generations and some of the things people complained about, I would right. be like, okay, you got to lighten up. It's, this is not, no Wi-Fi signal is not going to ruin your vacation. You really need to suck it up and calm down. Okay.
Exactly. You know? They don't get it, but
no, right.
We've had to live through it. And you know what? They're going to have to explain to their children the same way we have to explain to ours,
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because it's going to be a whole different technology that's out there, a whole different world that's out there. And they're going to say, well, back in my day, when my Wi-Fi went out, I was going crazy,
Yeah. Yeah,
now your car won't fly, so you have to take the floating bus,
Right. So although flying cars is the one thing nobody's gotten right yet. You know what I mean? That's the only one in all the future movies that's incorrect. Everything they didn't even what was that movie with Harrison Ford, and Rutger Hauer, Blade Runner. I watched Blade Runner recently again. They even got cell phones wrong. They didn't get cell phones right either. That's nothing they're going to get in the future. But I never thought it'd be.
But Star Trek got it right.
Star Trek did get it right. You're absolutely right. Star Trek got it correct, right? Long before computer. They were way ahead of Alexa. Yeah, they had it all down. Alexa, Siri, that'd have been the best. That's the best. Exactly. I never thought I would be one of those guys that explained to my daughters when I was a kid, but I say it all the time now. I got to admit, I say it constantly. My kids get so frustrated when they can't connect to the internet, or they have to. My daughter just got a new computer, so she's downloading softwares and stuff. And she's like, "Why is this taking so long?" I mean, it's taking you 4 minutes to get 4 minutes to get a film writing program that no one had when I was a child. That on a machine that wasn't even existent.
You think about it. Exactly.
Yeah, right. I'm going to jump in. I have people that watch and sometimes post questions, and I saw one or two for you, so I'm going to jump. Hey, Kim Millwater's here. Kim Millwater Harrison, man. All right, right on.
What's going on, girl?
How are you? Good to see. Good to be here. Love you too. She says she loves you. She loves you. Well, just you. She loves you, not me. She loves you.
I think she was talking.
I don't know. Now she said Marcus. By the way, yeah, she said I love you, Marcus. And then I got a middle finger emoji. That's what I got. And then who else? Someone had a question. Someone had a question about your hats. I want to make sure I get it right. And I don't know what this means, but maybe you do. My friend Robbie Davis, who's a regular at the Zany's Comedy Clubs in the Chicago area. She's she's great. She's phenomenal. She wants to know: do you also sell your designs to other vendors? So are they exclusive to you?
Yes, I do sell. I can sell them to other vendors. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I haven't. But if you have a vendor that wants to buy them, I'm happy to make sure that they get them.
Perfect. All right. And then someone had another. Who is this? Brenda Runyon, also big supporter. Carnival, also big Carnival cruiser. Do you have a price for the T-shirts?
The T-shirts will also be $26.
Okay, so everything's $26. Hats, T-shirts, the whole spiel.
For this particular design, for the T-shirts and for the caps. And she can also email me. I'm going to post the T-shirts before Sunday. So if she doesn't see it on my website before then, she can send me a message through my webpage or on Facebook, Marcus Anthony.
Okay, cool. And then what I do with every guest when they're on the show, afterwards, I put all of your information in the bio of the video. So all of your links will be there. And then eventually, I can't do it right away because the video renders. As we're talking now, a little card will pop up above your head with there you go. I'll make sure I'll put it right there. I'll put it right there. Yeah, it pops in and it gives you some sort of information to connect to what you need. And your mugshot. That's the best, man. All right. Marcus, this was great, man. Thank you so much for being here. Huh?
We're not done yet.
No, I got time. We can hang longer. You want to hang longer?
I'm going to sing my song.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. No, let's get. I thought you were serious about not doing it. No, please. You sung. No.
I cleared my throat before the show started.
And you drank the wine? That doesn't affect the vocal cords? Is that good?
It took me a while to clear this throat out.
Did it really?
But I have to sing this song. I would feel so sad if I didn't.
No, I apologize for cutting you short. I didn't think you wanted to do it. So
I wasn't going to let you, but it was.
I knew you would take control if you needed to step in and go, slow down. Get your hand away from that button. I'm not done yet. This show's over when I say it's over.
No, I know your guests have to probably go to the bathroom because I know I do. But yes, don't forget the cap. The beautiful cap. And can I do the song?
Yes, absolutely. Go right ahead, please.
You
sound great. You sound great on the internet too, by the way. You sound really good.
Oh, good. Tell me if it's too loud or something, okay? Because I can turn it down next.
No, I got it. I have technology here. I can do the levels. So you're good.
You do the levels. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this song. It's a song that I've just decided to add to my show. And I love this song so much. This is for all of you out there in listening land. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. And stay safe. Wear your mask, even if you don't want to, Lenny. Wear your mask, everybody. Kimmy was on my show, too, by the way. It's so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back, and that's the fact. To be loved and be loved in return, it's the only thing that my heart desires. Just appreciate the little things I do. Oh, you're the one who's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher. So good Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. It's so good, good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. Yeah, we can feel a world of love, a life of joy. Make your heart our only desire. I will do for you anything I can. Oh, every day I want to do a little more, little bit more, just a little bit more. So good, loving somebody when somebody loves you back, and that's a fact. It's so good, good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. Yeah, said it's so good. Yeah. Come on, put those hands together, people. We can feel a world of love and life of joy. Make our go each other's happiness. I want you for you anything I can. Oh, every day I want to do a little more, little bit more, just a little bit more. So good, loving somebody when somebody loves you back, and that's the fact. It's so good, good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to give you a little taste of when somebody loves you back. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. I'm available to be booked.
Folks, Marcus Anthony, everybody, thank you very much, Marcus. It was great to have you. Thank you for taking the time. You're a beautiful man and a beautiful singer. You take care of yourself, all right?
God bless you, Lenny. God bless you guys. Stay safe.
Take care, buddy. See ya. All right, that is Marcus, folks. That's Marcus Anthony. Beautiful song at the end and everything, man. We covered all the bases. This was great. It was a good show. Almost an hour on the nose. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry. I will put all Marcus's information in the bio. Please go check out, grab one of his hats. Get ready for his T-shirts. They'll be coming out soon. Also, as he said, he can email you information you need to follow up on all the hats and the shirts and everything. The rest of you guys, tomorrow night. If you want to sponsor the show, bam, look, there you go. There's a couple of options right there. LennySchmidt.com/if you can. Go to Lenny Schmidt Comedy at Venmo, and you can go to join the Patreon page, also Lenny Schmidt Comedy, for as little as $1 or as much as $10,000. There's a little button for $10,000. You can. I'm not going to tell you how many people have hit that button yet. You have to guess how many people. I'm sorry. I can see Marcus. You guys can't, but I can totally. Yeah. Oh, hey, you guys are great. Guys, tomorrow night, reconnecting comedy. If you get a chance, share it, tell people, do what you can. I'm going to do as much sharing. I got an evite, I got an invite, I got all this. I got all the vites. I got them all. I got an event on Facebook. I'm texting people like crazy. The show will be live at 6 o'clock tomorrow, and then it will stay up on YouTube forever or until the world ends on November 4th. So please tune into the show. I put a lot of work into it. I taped some stuff earlier today with, actually, Lily is going to be in a couple of sketches. My youngest daughter, Lily. Lang Parker taped some stuff with me today. And then Lang will be on live tomorrow, as will Cody Dove. Also, I need suggestions. I still need questions for Aunt Millie, and more importantly, lines of dialogue from a movie, something that Cody and I can throw into our scene. It's going to be an improv scene. I'll set it up tomorrow as well. But any lines from a movie you guys want to send me, I will have those for tomorrow. But tune into the show tomorrow. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. I'm really, really, really happy. You know what? There should be an over-under on how many mistakes I'm going to make. That's what we should do, is over-under on mistakes. So, I don't know. That's just a shot. You guys have been great. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock sharp. Guys, as always, do me a favor. Dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidt Quarantine Comedy was created, produced, and is hosted by Lenny Schmidt. We live stream on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Special episodes occasionally stream or are uploaded on Tuesday and Thursday. Every episode is also launched as a podcast and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you enjoyed the show, please like the video. If you really like it, share the video. If you really, really like it, please subscribe to the Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. You'll get updates on this and numerous other online comedy content that my dad produces. Check the info section below for detailed information on all of our guests. If you are a fan, you can follow and support them as well. Go to their page, like their content, buy their albums, purchase a shirt, any merch they may be selling. Anything you do will support performers, will literally help save the arts. In fact, if you want to support this show financially, just go to lennyschmidt.com/ifyoucan or Venmo at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. If you donate as little as $1 or as much as $10,000, it will help pay for the stuff my dad keeps breaking. If you can't pay for the comedy content, that's okay. COVID sucks for all of us. Enjoy the free show. If you want to find a way to support what we do, just subscribe to Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. That really helps a lot. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.
Perfect.